know by the moon that we are not too soon, and we know by the sky that we are not too high. We know by the stars that we are not too far, and we know by the ground that we are within sound. Fa-di-da-di-da-di-da-da-da-da-da-da, fa-di-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
By the end of the 19th century, with the coming of the motor car, Llangennith in North Gower had long lost its isolation. For years it had been a wild and often lawless place to live. Locals were often unwelcoming to strangers, and it's said they would bet on anything from cockfighting to raindrops running down the pub window.
There lived in Scotland three brothers.
But within this insular and seemingly hostile atmosphere, the Tanner family would usually bring a little brightness to this harsh world with the singing of a song or two. Phil Tanner was the last of this line and practiced his art until the end of his life.
I mean, the thing with Phil Tanner is you could hear in his voice he was obviously a singer of great passion, and he believed completely in what he was singing about. You've only got to hear him sing a song like, say, Sweet Primroses to hear that in his voice. And for me, as a singer, that's what I hope I bring to my performances as well, some honesty and some passion. When the band first took off, and with it, I suppose, my singing career, I'd met up with my father, who I hadn't seen since I was a baby, really. And the Tanners are notoriously, they're not great communicators, especially within the family. And he explained to me that there was a great tradition of singers down in the Gower in Llangennith. And it made great sense to me, because up to that point, I felt very rootless, I suppose. I didn't really understand why I wanted to become a singer, and why it meant so much to me to sing. And it made sense. Gave me a sense of place, I suppose. It made me feel grounded and rooted. And the thing about you've got to remember about Phil Tanner is that his singing and his tradition is very much, a part of Gower, and it's very much a part of Llangennith. In fact, Phil Tanner is the only English-speaking traditional singer in Wales that was ever recorded, and his songs go back many years. It's a great tradition. I feel very fortunate to be a part of that.
Won't you please for 2 letters pass by? As I walked out one midsummer's morning, for to view the fields and the flowers so gay, it was there by the banks of the sweet primroses that I beheld a most pleasant maid. It was there by the banks of the sweet primroses that I beheld a most pleasant maid.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have had a pint with him. I mean, I know that's never going to happen now, but I feel, as long as I'm still singing these songs, then I'm carrying on the tradition of the family, and I hope I don't let it down.
Bad news to you young English heroes. Bad news I have for to tell. There is one of your rich ships is sunk off the land of the